My name is Kembabazi Macklean. And that's my sign name. And I'm a twin. I hope to just make it clear, I'm not alone, I'm a twin. Yes, truly, I've always thought about traveling because it's something that interests me so much. And I believe that also many deaf people have thought about traveling in any place, in anywhere, like to see factories, animals, to watch maybe dramas at a theater, whether outside rivers, waterfalls. I've always dreamt of those things. Or trees, forests, anything like to see people, yeah. Whether it's by flight, I've always thought about traveling and to see different places. And I'm someone who is really interested in traveling. I love it so much. And I believe that also that deaf people dream about traveling and love it so much, and it is something that would excite them so much, packing things and all that. Also swimming. Thank you.
What's your favorite place so far?
The best place I've ever visited, the favorite was Entebbe. And I also went to Jinja. There is a place called Macklean Falls. I would very much want to be in that place. And people who study have always gone. We used to study it in SST. So they get those opportunities to go there, but I would want to go there. Okay. One thing, because I'm going to pack my things very well, maybe in the future, like if I get that opportunity, I would need like the things that I'm going to pack, like things that will help me so much. I would also like to pack some gifts for the people that I will give. Yeah. Thank you so much for that question. I think this is going to be representative for all the deaf people. Like when we are traveling, first of all, we talk about money issue, because we find that those trips some days are very expensive. So you find that depending on the jobs, you cannot have money to spend, and also money to spend on the trips, and also money to spend when you go there. So that is the problem. So we can only fight to see that you go to a conference, but for tours, it is hard. That is one of the challenges we miss. And you find that you don't even attend most of the activities. Me, I would really want a group of people because it makes it interesting. Not very many people, but a group of people smiling and happy in a jovial mood, really. And with like the good people, with like good company. Yeah, those are the people I would want to travel, whether hearing or deaf or any other group of disabled people, as long as it is like people who are interesting and really happy. They would make the trip more interesting. That's why I would want a group travel better. That's hard, but I would really want Queen Elizabeth and Macklean, one of the two. So for me as a person, I would advise them, like, for example, when they go for a trip, the hearing should like support the deaf people more so. Like sometimes if you have the capability, you can support financially. Then also like not oppressing them, try to include them in the conversations, interact with them, because it is only God who helps us, all of us, and He loves us all. So if it's because as you see people who are interested there, if in case they join the trip, let's try to be inclusive, and I believe that many deaf people would want to join. So I would encourage cooperation in the hearing and the deaf people. like not to segregate people when they're traveling, so that we can all be at the same level. Yeah, to be balanced.
Kondeviller Tours and Travel presents Travel for All, a 3-day trip for people with disabilities at Queen Elizabeth National Park, due to take place on the 16th of June to the 18th of June 2023. Disability is not inability.
The most important thing when traveling, it is always good to remember, like you could have a paper to help you, like when you want to communicate. Then it is all, I advise you to have someone who is hearing close to you. Then you have to beware of the falls. You have to remember to guard yourself. Remember, you are disabled, so it is kind of disadvantage to you, so you have to put extra protection on yourself. Then, for example, be united, try to keep in the group with others. Then you really try to have, like, if you have, you can even have an interpreter close to you to help you understand what is being said. And don't discriminate people. Let's be united in the trip as people who are disabled and those who are not. And then you will be, like, the trip will be interesting. And you can also give gifts to other people. Yeah, personally, like one of the worst experiences I met, one day we went swimming, and my friend, like our friends, because of the peer pressure, they were telling me, go and swim, but I didn't know that it was deep ahead. And also animals could be in that water, or anything could happen. So, but I just decided to go on for a boat. But some of the people who were there, they told me that there were animals in that place where my friends were forcing me to go before, and anything could have happened and I wouldn't have gotten the protection. So, have you, like, for example, like, have you seen people at Macklean, like that water? That was the water that I saw at that place. Then I was advised that don't touch that place because somebody had died before in that place. So really, the place was not good. And like, for example, they told us that many people had died from that place. And like, we needed to protect ourselves, but as deaf people, we did not know. And because we did not know these people were telling me to go to that place, that means that anything could have happened to me. I really got so scared because like an animal or even the waterfalls would have like swallowed me up and I would have died then. Yeah. So even people who have like sicknesses, all people who are weak, they would die. So I really thank God that I survived that day. I'm excited to see, I really have many hopes. So I'm excited to see the different places that we'll be visiting. And I hope that people will be happy and we'll all be united. Like with no indifferences, when we are all united, like with a good heart. I'm also hoping to see the Queen Elizabeth Park and the safari things. I really feel like this is a very, very good opportunity. I feel good. That is what I can say, because that really shows that you have a heart. And I've been praying for this, and I also pray a blessing for you as people. Yeah, because when I go out, it will improve on my spectrum of the things I know. And to see the beautiful things. I like to tour, and this is something I've been dreaming about. So it helps me see the things, and I'll come back and discuss it with my friends and interact and share what we've learned. Yeah, and in case you want to advise on anything that for the tour thing, I will welcome it. For different, like, because I know people have traveled different countries, that will be good.
Is there one thing you'd like?
To the world, I would want to inform them that It's good to tour when you get the opportunity. And I know there are many places in the world that we've not yet seen. Let us be interested in touring. It is good to tour. I'm not forcing you people, but it is good really that we go and tour and see the different places. And I also want to thank the company that is giving me this opportunity. I really feel touched. Thank you for coming. And whether we go to Sudan, Queen Elizabeth, any place, I really feel that we should all be united because we are one people. And thank you for seeing me.
And lastly,
those ones are few because I've not also traveled a lot. But I've met people who really love, like when I toured, I met people who really love deaf people, but it was kind of not really very balanced. I hope people can improve in that area. But when we would communicate, you'd find that the people would be interested, would be one community, but people would be it creates also awareness when we travel like that, and they know that deaf people are there, and they get to understand our ways. They try to befriend us, and they look at, because some of them it is new communication, new ways. So, and you find that we make friendships. We don't separate, we make friendships. So like that, we build we have created awareness, but those are not the many places that I've gone to and people know deaf people. But when we go there, we've tried to ensure that there is awareness and we create inclusion.
To travel is to see is to live. Let's travel, smile, and explore our beautiful nation together. Share some love and make a difference by sponsoring a family member, a friend, a workmate, or employee to this fantastic 3-day trip, only at a sum of 1.2 million Uganda shillings, inclusive of accommodation, transportation, security, food, and lots more to enjoy. Life is a journey, not a destination. For more details, contact +256 741 371695 or +256 7831 96123 or +256 7579 90004 or www.kondevillersafaris.com or send us an email info@kondevillersafaris.com. Be a part of a world that embraces everyone as equal.